Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nanny Faye Chrisley has been looking to a higher power amid her son, Todd Chrisley's prison sentence. He and his wife, Julie Chrisley, have been incarcerated since January. It has not been easy on their children and very rough on Faye, who had battled and beat bladder cancer. So how is the true matriarch making it through these rough times? Read on for more details. It has been a rough 3 months since Todd and Julie Chrisley went to prison for tax fraud. He will serve 12 years while she is serving 7. That being said, they left behind their 3 children together: Savannah, Grayson, and Chase. Plus, Todd's children from his first marriage, Kyle and Lindsay as well, and Kyle's daughter, Chloe, who they've raised. Finally, Todd's mother, Nanny Faye, has always been an integral part of the family. She is a fan favorite on Chrisley Knows Best and is known for her gambling and her antics. Faye has no problem speaking her mind, but had battled bladder cancer, which broke everyone's hearts. She credited her daughter-in-law Julie for helping her come out on the other side. Now, with Julie and Todd away, how is Faye holding up? According to People, Nanny Faye opened up on her granddaughter, Lindsay Chrisley's podcast, The Southern Tea. "My heart is broke. I don't know that I have been this broken in many days, but I have to ask God to give me strength and courage to get through it, because not everybody is treated with justice. Not everything is fair," Faye revealed. The 79-year-old added, "But you know what, we have to get up. I tell you children, we have to get up and be like the tree planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Let people see that we're really the people that we are. Get up, do the right thing. Be kind and let God take over." Nanny Faye maintained that she will keep on a strong face because she is the mother and grandmother. More so, she knows that she is a good person, and that is what matters the most. Though she had a candid conversation with Nanny Faye, Lindsay Chrisley admitted she has yet to see Julie. Fortunately, her sister Savannah and grandmother have, and said she is doing well. However, Lindsay has submitted her paperwork and is just waiting on approval. Apparently, it is much harder to get through to where Julie is than to where Todd is spending his days. At least they all have each other to lean on. Do you admire Nanny Faye's strength during all of this stress? Is she a force to be reckoned with? Let us know in the comments below. The reality TV princess and her grandmother Nanny Faye admitted that their reality TV show wasn't as real as they would have liked it to be, as they were often forced to do things or say things a certain way because the show morphed into a comedy. With her podcast, Savannah doesn't want that shift to happen, so she takes a lot of pride in using her podcast to always speak her truth. Turns out, Kyle Chrisley wasn't Todd's only child to attempt suicide. Savannah admitted that when she was a teenager, she also tried to take her own life. Now, obviously, she jested her suicide attempt didn't work, as she's still alive and well. She, however, felt it was time to open up about it and how it still has a hold on her today. Turns out, when Savannah Chrisley was just a teenager, she tried to commit suicide by consuming a bottle of pills. She said she's made the decision to open up about this because she wants the world to know that no matter how pretty, perfect, and happy she seems on the outside, she hurts on the inside just like everyone else. The reality TV star admits her suicide attempt still has a hold on her, and sometimes leaves her mind feeling foggy when she thinks about it. Savannah Chrisley has previously admitted that most of what her followers see on Instagram is fake, as she's always felt the need to create this pretty and perfect persona for Instagram. Todd Chrisley's daughter does make an effort to show her more raw and real side via her podcast. Fans were well aware Savannah has struggled with her own demons and mental health issues over the years, but they had no idea she tried to commit suicide when she was just a teenager. This news comes as a bit of a surprise to fans, because her older brother Kyle also tried to commit suicide. The only difference was his suicide attempt made media headlines. Did you know Savannah Chrisley tried to commit suicide when she was a teenager? Let us know what you think about this shocking information in the comments down below. And growing up Chrisley canceled. Fans suspect the family money is starting to dry up for their children. Are Todd and Julie Chrisley's children starting to feel the squeeze for cash? Are they struggling to keep the money rolling in so they can continue to live the luxurious life they've always known? Per fan chatter, there are seemingly a lot of signs that Savannah, Chase, and even their grandmother Nanny Faye are starting to feel the reality TV money dry up with Todd and Julie behind bars. On a recent podcast, Savannah Chrisley admitted that she was told she needed to consider putting some distance between her parents and her brand. She was told this would need to happen if she wanted her business to be a success and not be weighed down by her parents' unfortunate situation. It was shortly after she opened up about getting this advice that she jetted off to New York and told her followers she was working on a bit of rebranding. Was she taking the advice to keep the money flowing? On Reddit, fans pointed out that it didn't escape them that Todd Chrisley's daughter Savannah was flying on Southwest. The fan thought it was wild to see a Chrisley on a bargain flight, and they wondered if this was confirmation the family was not in a great place financially right now. On his Instagram, Todd and Julie Chrisley's son Chase has been pushing his real estate business again. Chase Chrisley shared an impressive and stylish photo of himself looking all business as he encouraged people to reach out to him if they were in the Nashville area and looking to buy or sell a home. In the comments of the post, fans were thrilled to see Chase Chrisley throwing himself out there and getting to work. Chrisley Knows Best fans have also recently learned that Nanny Faye is living with Lindsay. Some fans can't help but wonder if there is a financial reasoning as to why Nanny is living with Lindsay. Could she not afford to live on her own with Todd Chrisley behind bars? The entire Chrisley family is on Cameo right now. Savannah only does business videos for a little over $2,000 right now. But fans can also buy videos from Grayson, Chase, and even Nanny Faye. It, however, doesn't appear as if Lindsay Chrisley is on Cameo right now. Still, fans can't help but wonder if all this hustling is because the family needs cash. As fans will recall, it wasn't until Lindsay's marriage ended that she found her way back to Todd and her stepmother, Julie. But hearing Lindsay and Nanny Faye talk on the podcast, it is becoming apparent that Nanny remained in contact with Lindsay the same way she did with Kyle when Todd cut him off. After talking a bit about Lindsay's marriage and their relationship, Nanny Faye proceeded to give her granddaughter's listeners some helpful marriage advice. Nanny Faye tells Lindsay the biggest mistake people make is not focusing enough time and attention on their marriage. She explains that a married woman with children, a home, and a husband just doesn't have time to be spending with friends. Nanny Faye explained that if a good woman is working on her marriage, raising her children, and taking care of her house, then there just isn't any extra time in the day for friends. So one of the best things a woman can do for the sake of a healthy marriage, family, and household is to cut her friends loose. She clarified that you will always have your friends that you go to in your time of need. But married women don't have time for someone to come over daily to grab some tea and chit-chat. Nanny Faye admitted the last thing she wanted while managing a household and working on marriage was for someone to regularly come over for a cup of tea or coffee and some conversation. Lindsay Chrisley's grandmother went on to warn her that too many friends also spelled trouble as they increased the risk of her man stepping out on her. Lindsay couldn't help but chuckle at her grandmother's reasoning. On Reddit, fans admit they appreciated the respectful way that Lindsay listened to everything her nanny had to say and every piece of advice she had to give, even if it wasn't necessarily the best piece of advice. While fans love Nanny Faye, they weren't necessarily on board with this advice. In fact, most agree it was pretty old-school advice from a generation when things were different than they are now. So fans aren't sure the advice would really hold well in today's society. What did you think about Nanny Faye's marriage advice? Are friends a problem for a healthy marriage? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And let us know if you listened to Lindsay's podcast this week.